Holy moly. Alright, what's going on, everyone? This is Enrique from ProCycle. Going to give you guys a quick overview of a used bike that we took in for trade. This is a 2022 Honda CB650R. Before I take you guys out for a little lap around the way, just going to give you guys some specs of the bike real quick, and then we'll finish it off at the dealer. So, like I said, a 2022 CB650R. This guy has an inline-4 liquid-cooled engine, dual overhead cam. It's making about 94 claimed horsepower, and I think it's about 47 foot-pounds of torque. It is a 6-speed, and comes with a slipper clutch. So clutch is super light on these, and the slipper function just really helps on takeoffs to help not stall for those who have a maybe are new riders and are looking to purchase one of these guys. The slipper clutch just really helps on the takeoffs and as well as the downshifts so that the rear wheel doesn't chatter. We have ourselves up front dual disc brakes with 4 piston calipers, and then on the rear we just have a single rotor with a single piston caliper, ABS front and rear. And then when we come up to the bike here, this is unlike the CBR 650R, which would be the racier one. This is just the naked variant of it. So everything is open. You're fully exposed, taking the wind right to the face. But it's pretty pleasant once you get rolling. The seating position and the way that you're angled on this bike, it feels really good when you're out on the road. I didn't ever really feel like I was fatigued on this. We did have one of these guys at one point at the shop for a demo, and I did take it out for a little bit, maybe 3 days, and it felt awesome, especially on the highway. It actually felt pretty good. Obviously not as how would you say, capable as if you had a full fairing bike, but pleasant the whole time. And if I swing a leg over, I think the seating position on this guy is a 31.9 inch seat height. I myself am about 6'2", so got a good bend to the legs, full feet down, and it feels good. It's not cramped up for myself. This definitely would be really good for anyone that's 6 feet and under, or just a little over 6 foot. This guy feels really comfortable when I have my feet up on the pegs. When your feet are up on them, the positioning of them is not a tack and too far back. It is pretty good. It's almost in a neutral position, just a little bit swept back, and my legs fit comfortably in the wells here of the tank. Everything feels really good. If I light up the screen here, I think they would call this a two-tone LCD or whatnot, but all the information is right on display here for you. You have your gear indicator that's right in the middle of your where the revs are. So this guy revs up to, it says, I think that would be 13,000 RPM. That inline-4 engine is made to rev high, and it's rev happy. So you really start to feel the power of this bike as you go beyond about 6,000 RPM. It really starts to spool up. Your speed is obviously just off to the right there in big, bold numbers. Fuel is just on the little circle here where the revs are. And then you got your average fuelage, and that's pretty much it. You got a temperature gauge there that's just kind of going up in increments, so it's got like a little tack to it. You got a clock at the top, your total kilometers right there, and then on the side here you have like your traction control. It's letting you know that it's active on startup. You can disable that with the traction control button over here. You can disable that should you want to, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It's not an overly complicated bike. It just works really well, and it's a pleasant engine. I really like it. It's super smooth. It's got plenty of power to get you where you need to go, and you could definitely sit in the saddle for a good little while and not feel too cramped up or or hurt or anything. So it's got normal, I would say. It's got showa forks up front. Don't know what the dimensions are and whatnot, and then a single shock in the rear, probably with just preload adjustment. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So I'll quickly take you guys on a ride just around the block and let you guys hear this bike, and then I'll give you guys a little bit more info when we get back to the dealer. Okie dokie. But yeah, that slipper clutch really comes in handy on the downshifts. Everything feels really smooth. All right, buddy. And I love the way that this guy feels. You can flick it around really, really easily. This guy is definitely like its CBR brother. This guy's definitely made for just a beautiful everyday commuter, should you want that. And just a phenomenal bike to have to go out onto the streets and go exploring, and you can just feel confident that you're going through, okay, my goodness. You'll feel confident when you're going through the corners on this guy because it leans over really, really nice. Transmission feels gorgeous. It's got that really nice kind of click to it that you know that you got into the gear that you wanted to get into. Doesn't have a vague feel to it or a squishy kind of feel to it. And yet it's just smooth enough where it's not overly aggressive on the gear changes. You know, sometimes you get a bike and you shift the gears and it feels like you're just clanking in that transmission. But this guy, no, it's just smooth all the way around. Reach to the bars feels good, just for my proportions. I'm pretty tall and lanky guy, so for me this feels really, really nice when I'm reaching forward on the bars. The angle that I'm at is maybe about that. I'm not aggressively lean forward and I'm not fully upright. I'm just kind of in the middle of that, and feels good. Feels very good. And outside of all the specs that I've given you guys, I really don't have much else to say about this bike. It's just a phenomenal 650. It's really, really smooth. It's confidence inspiring. It's got a good sound to it. I'm sure if you put a system onto this, or at least the pipe, it would really open it up and make it kind of howl, as most inline fours do. So I'll put specs to this bike just down in the description below at the end of this. And I'll give you guys a link to this bike on our website. Like I said, it is in the used inventory section, and I'll give you guys the price of it as well in the description. I'm pretty sure it's $91.99, I think it is. So like I said, everything will be down in the description below. Leave us a comment on this, guys. Again, we are open. Here, let me just park over here for a quick second. We are open Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And come visit the showroom and chat with our sales department. But this has been Enrique for the 2022 Honda CB650R. So have a good day, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.